I'm Caden Love,
And I'm Seema Love, his wife.
and we are Love and Lore, taking dark fantasy, light fantasy, and everything in between.
And today we will be discovering secrets about Mistborn that you probably don't know because it's not in the books. Caden found these secrets online, and I don't know them, so I'll be surprised with you.
And these, in the words of Kelsier, the survivor of Hath Sin, there's always another secret, will be all pertaining to Mistborn. We might go to other Cosmere books, but so far she hasn't read Stormlight Archive, and that one I'm sure has so many things. A lot of these are collected from Brandon Sanderson's personal interviews, where he has made statements, and a lot of them aren't really dealing with the lore itself, more so just cool things to know. So,
Wait, are there going to be any spoilers?
there will not be any spoilers.
Okay, no spoilers, guys.
All right, so number one, Vin was originally male in a single chapter of Mistborn before Brandon changed his mind.
Fun. Well, I'm glad he changed his mind. I like Vin a lot.
Yeah, like Vin is my favorite female protagonist, and I think having her as a female was good. This one I didn't actually put on the list, but he said that after writing it, he wished that Ham was actually a female, just to kind of balance out that team more. So,
Interesting.
Yep. Okay, on to number two. We're going to Elend. I got most of these based on a single character, just to give you a little look into all their lives. So Elend's character is inspired by Brandon's editor, Moshe, I don't know if I'm saying that right, Moshe, and also by Alexander Hamilton.
Oh, that's fun.
And so I noticed there were a couple times where a lot of his characters were inspired by real life people, and one of those being Sazed. So Sazed's character was inspired by the Mummy at the moment when the oily little thief character gets confronted by the Mummy and pulls out a whole pile of holy symbols, goes through each one praying to each god, looking for the one that would help him. So that's not a real person, but it says that he also was inspired by a Buddhist monk that Brandon met in Korea.
So cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I think it's pretty cool. It's very easy to see that monkishness to say it.
Yeah.
And now we're going to go to some things related to D&D, Dungeons & Dragons, which is a great space for creativity. So the first time the Koloss appeared in anything Brandon Sanderson made was during a high school D&D campaign, though this interpretation had them being much more demonic in nature than later interpretations.
So he came up with the idea of calls during a D&D campaign?
I guess so.
That's so fun.
And so I know a lot of authors really get their ideas started with D&D.
Interesting.
It's a great game. Next we have Hoyd, which I know he extends beyond Mistborn, but I thought this one was in that same vein as D&D. So Hoyd, under the name Topaz, was Brandon's first Dungeons & Dragons character.
No way.
Yeah.
That's actually so cool.
So you can tell that he probably had a lot of fun there.
Yeah.
Okay, this one's going to go to a game that I don't play, but Fortnite, probably for a lot of our younger audience out there. If you don't play Fortnite, you might not know this, but Kelsier was released as a character skin on May 27th, 2021. I looked it up, and I mean, we'll put the picture here. But yeah, it was pretty interesting. And because I feel like I've heard a lot about just like random, whatever big movie is out, but I didn't know that Kelsier was in there.
Yeah.
So here's one interesting in the lore. Mare, Kelsier's wife, some aspect of Mare's life and her backstory with Kelsier remain mysterious, but may be explained in a future story such as a sequel to Mistborn Secret History.
Oh, that's cool. Wait, so it's out or not out yet?
It's not. So it's just he's kind of leaving it open, saying it might be explored.
Okay.
So I never really thought that there was going to be much to her, but maybe. And I did notice a couple open-ended things, like the people have talked about the sequel to Warbreaker, which has been put on pause, coming and things here and there. And there's some things that have been addressed that will happen there. Mm-hmm. It's an open world. The man's writing. We'll see what he does.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're going to go to the city, Luthadel. Luthadel was located at the magnetic North Pole, and all compasses pointed towards it.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So lore, and I mean, it makes sense with the allomancy and the things there.
Yeah.
And you wonder, maybe there's something more there.
Yeah.
And I'm really excited for, she hasn't read Mistborn Era 2 yet, but Mistborn Era 3, there's got to be some crazy secrets that we'll uncover there. Okay, then the last one. I thought this was super fascinating. One of the antagonistic forces in Mistborn is Ruin. And Ruin originated in the trunked novel Aether of Night, where he's known as Decay.
Who wrote that?
It's a Brandon Sanderson unpublished novel.
Oh.
So that is something really cool, is that a lot of people might know that, Brandon wrote many books before publishing Elantris. And there's actually some information that you can find. So maybe in a future video, we can talk about those trunked ones. But one book that was unpublished and now is kind of being published is Dragonsteel Prime, which I backed the Kickstarter before it was only accessible at the BYU library. So maybe when I get that, she'll jump on the audiobook and we can give you a little review of that.
Yeah. Okay, well, let us know if you know any other secrets that we might have missed, because I feel like I just like starting to understand the Cosmere and learn all the things that are happening there, and I'm so interested to find out more.
And if any of you are interested in similar videos in this vein for another book, maybe we can do that. Warbreakers one I'm sure has tons, though that one would be very spoiler heavy, especially for connections to certain books.
Okay. Well, thank you for watching.